This morning on the radio news there was an item about an increase in the number of students wishing to declare themselves bankrupt to avoid the student loans. This item involved an interview with a woman from a firm that said she was getting more student clients looking for assistance to become bankrupt. That was counterbalanced by the minister saying that he'd be surprised if there was an increase in the number of students wishing to be declared bankrupt to avoid the student loan. Right, on this blog site I've given you the URL for a government site that explains the process of becoming insolvent or becoming bankrupt. It is very vanilla, very plain, doesn't take a stance for or against it, just explains what the process is, and if you want to follow that through, you could do it yourself relatively simply. No need to hire one of the services that are there on the internet advertising that they'll help you make yourself bankrupt, for a fee, of course. So if it's something you want to do, you could do it yourself. But on that website, it runs through some of the implications of becoming insolvent and bankrupt. For example, your name will be advertised as bankrupt. People will know. It will go on to your credit rating, which will impact on how people will deal with you over the next few years. Your bank accounts may be closed, your IRD number is changed. And so there's some immediate things. You can't be a company director. And thinking ahead, would a company want you in a responsible position where money and monetary decisions are being made, knowing that in the past you had been a bankrupt? Good question. So the security of your employment and your employment prospects can be impacted by this decision. If you've got KiwiSaver, you may lose that in settlement of your debts. There are a whole range of things then that go with becoming a bankrupt. The nice feeling, well, I get rid of the debts and got rid of those, can live my life now that I've got my degree, may be appealing, but with all such decisions there are short and long-term costs. Financial literacy is about knowing, about having the information. So don't just get passionate about making this decision. Yep, this is the way to go. Get the information first and then weigh up the pros and the cons for this, and then you decide on balance what is the best thing for you and for your contacts, family, if you're to have family in the future, because whatever you do in this decision cannot be revoked and will be there for the rest of your life.